Hello and welcome to the After the Puck Drops playoff preview from the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. Before jumping into the playoff action, let's take a look back at how the teams got there. The Sherbrooke Phoenix finished the season in 5th place with a record of 33, 25, 2-4 out of 64 games played, with a total of 72 points on the season, while Blainville finished 4th with a record of 34, 21, 7-2 out of 64 games played, with a total of 77 points on the season. The Moncton Wildcats finished 1st in the conference with a record of 53, 9, 2-0 out of 64 games played, with a total of a record-breaking 108 points on the season, while the Quebec Ramparts finished 8th with a record of 23, 34, 3-4 with a total of 53 points on the season. Acadie Bathurst finished in 6th place with a record of 33, 28, 2-1 out of 64 games played with a total of 69 points, while Chicoutimi finished 3rd with a record of 36, 18, 3-7 with a total of 82 points on the season. Halifax finished 9th with a record of 19, 35, 8-2 out of 64 games played with a total of 48 points on the season, and Gatineau finished in 7th with a record of 17, 32, 8-7 out of 64 games played with a total of 49 points, while Rouyn-Noranda finished 2nd with a record of 37, 19, 3-5 out of 64 games played with a total of 82 points. Cape Breton finished in 5th with a record of 34, 23, 4-3 out of 64 games played with a total of 75 points, while Baie-Comeau finished 4th with a record of 36, 23, 4-1 out of 64 games played, with a total of 77 points on the season. Val-d'Or finished in 6th with a record of 29, 28, 6-1 out of 64 games played, with a total of 65 points, while Shawinigan finished 3rd with a record of 38, 18, 3-5 out of 64 games played with a total of 84 points. Charlottetown finished in 7th with a record of 30, 29, 4-1 out of 64 games played with a total of 65 points, while Rimouski finished 2nd with a record of 46, 14, 2-2 out of 64 games with a total of 96 points on the season. The Quebec Major Junior Hockey League playoffs are set to get underway Thursday night as the Sherbrooke Phoenix take on the Blainville Armada in Game 1 of their best-of-7 series. On Friday night, there are 8 games on the schedule, including Quebec at Moncton for Game 1, Bathurst at Chicoutimi Game 1, Halifax is in Drummondville for Game 1, Gatineau is at Rouyn-Noranda Game 1, Cape Breton at Baie-Comeau Game 1, Val-d'Or at Shawinigan, Charlottetown is in Rimouski, and Sherbrooke is in Blainville for Game number 2. On Saturday's schedule, Charlottetown is in Rimouski Game 2, Val-d'Or at Shawinigan Game 2, Cape Breton at Baie-Comeau Game 2, Gatineau is in Rouyn-Noranda Game 2, Quebec is in Moncton Game 2, Bathurst at Chicoutimi for Game 2, and Halifax at Drummondville Game number 2. And then all the teams have a break until Tuesday night. Rimouski is at Charlottetown for Game 3, Chicoutimi is at Bathurst for Game 3, Drummondville at Halifax Game 3, Baie-Comeau is in Cape Breton for Game 3, Moncton at Quebec for Game 3, Rouyn-Noranda at Gatineau for Game 3, Shawinigan is in Val-d'Or for Game 3, and Blainville is in Sherbrooke also for Game 3. And Wednesday night, Rimouski is in Charlottetown for Game number 4, Chicoutimi is at Bathurst for Game number 4, Baie-Comeau is in Cape Breton for Game number 4, Drummondville will be in Halifax for Game number 4, Moncton will be in Quebec for Game 4, Blainville at Sherbrooke for Game 4, Shawinigan at Val-d'Or for Game 4, and Rouyn-Noranda at Gatineau also for Game number 4. And that is your Quebec Major Junior Hockey League playoff preview on After the Puck Drops.